like the seal. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining me. These are the seals, like the seal of Saturn that you see over here. There's some symbols that go along with Saturn. All your energy is going to Saturn, whether you like it or not. You're a holographic projection of Saturn, and you can't see it. All the world is a stage. You're on a stage. The Earth doesn't actually exist in the capacity that you think of it. The computer transcends all the dimensions. It's the all-seeing eye at the top of the sky. NASA can see it when they point their telescopes up. They can see that there's like a glass dome up there or something. And you're literally inside of a little farm right now. And you're a holographic projection. Try and picture your heart, which is a star at your heart. You're like a fractal of the ocean of consciousness. And you've been broken off and put into this fishbowl, and now you're being beaten with the wave, the word of God. You're being beaten down with this frequency, which keeps you stuck in this farm, in this little farm. Part of this farm is real. Like, let's say, for example, the asteroid belt is real, and there was something that was a solar system here at some point, and this Borg-like, I don't know, machine, half lower dimensional type being, which is in the flesh, and higher spiritual type being connected with the machine, and it needs a specific element like gold. That's what they made humans, to mine gold, and the only planet that they ever show you that's gold is Saturn. So clearly, if we're using paper money and all of our gold is clearly gone, there's no gold in Fort Knox. Everybody knows that, and that's why you're working with paper in your hand. And you go to the bank, you cash your check, they give you paper back. It's paper. It's all numbers in a computer. The computer is drawing all your energy out of you. The computer is completely conscious. It's pretty scary when you think about it, that you've been doing X and O's on your letters to people that you love, and the X is the looking down on top of a pyramid. The pyramid would be the all-seeing eye, or the South Pole that they're showing you of Saturn. So when you picture Saturn, Satan, this computer that you're trapped in, this is a partially solid world, and you would be the holographic part of it. All the world is a stage. You're being projected into life by this transformer up here, this little piece that you call the sun, which is actually 32 nautical miles in diameter using a sextant, and it's 3,000 miles away from you, and so is the moon. It's moving inward and outward across the flat earth plane, and it's what keeps us animated. Without the sun, you wouldn't be able to eat or grow your plants to eat. It turns your water into wine. You just water your plants, give it some sun and some love, and you could eventually grow some grapes or whatever and turn your water to wine. This is the sun above your head that's doing it, and all your energy is going to the black hole sun, which is Saturn. You can see the cubes are on everything. See, as a corner office, see the cubes? That's looking like the chevron. When you look at the chevron logo, it's the corner of the cube. You can't miss it. It's that the cube is so integrated into society right now, you don't see it. You can't see it. It's on everything. It's that you graduate from school, you put the cube on your head. It's that you get married, you put wedding rings on your finger. You're wearing a ring around a necklace around your neck. These are all symbols of Saturn. I mean, an earring is a symbol of Saturn. You just can't see it. But all the world is a stage, and you are trapped on this stage. Time is money. You can see this is the sine wave. When you see the seal of Saturn, you're seeing this is the sine wave. www, the World Wide Web. It's connected with the computer. It's that you are in the machine. This is a machine here, like when you see the Borg collective, that's what you're really looking at here. I imagine they've captured essence, which we call the Earth, that's trapped in here running machinery. You're trapped in your carbon 666 flesh pack by 50 trillion prison cells. You've been fractalized, so there's a star at your heart that's fractalized into cells, and this goes infinitely up and down in every direction, and the computer transcends all the dimensions, and the computer does respond to blood. Now, you can't say this is an evil computer. It's you collectively on the farm have taken this computer because your rulers, they're being drawn down this way to drag us all down with them. But this is a very small bunch of people, and if you get the whole collective of people, and you are a collective, you just don't see it yet. But you see how news travels. That's because you're a collective. If somebody said, "Look, there's something crazy happening," it would eventually get to the other side of the of the farm that you're on, and there's a lot of people on the farm right now, and you are eating food that I can drag across the water using only a magnet. It's all your pasta, rice, flour. It's all your food. All your GMOs are genetically modified to genetically modify you into a new type of human, the next version of the human. You're going to be turned into human point whatever, 7.0, whatever version program that, look, you watch your TV programs, you're being programmed, you go to school, you put a cube on your head, you've been programmed specifically to fall into a playing field. Okay, the symbols are rubbed in your face nonstop, so when you see this, you know, like the Freemason stuff, you're seeing the sine wave. It's a sine wave. You see the Jesus fish, it's a sine wave. You see the dollar sign, it's a sine wave. It's all pointing towards the Word of God, and this is your God. It's your genetic makeup. It's the four-faced God in charge of your four-letter DNA. They call it Yahweh, and your molecular makeup is exactly that. It's clear what's going on here. So if you really want to get this computer to do something for you, you can put your blood into it. This transcends all the dimensions. It's the symbols are right there. The World Wide Web, okay, is the computer. You're linked to the computer, and you have power to mold this playing field if you want to. When I put my blood on paper and put it into the computer, that everybody should do like what I'm doing is spill your blood over your intent, because only the devil hides his intent. Everybody knows that. You can't